I'm 77. What 2 months in a nursing home taught me about life. Have you ever thought about what it really feels like to grow old? I mean, not just wrinkles and gray hair, but waking up one day and realizing you no longer control the pace of your life? That the world spins fast, and somehow, you've fallen behind? Let me tell you a story. Because at 77 years old, I didn't expect to end up in a nursing home. Not yet, not for 2 whole months. But those 2 months changed everything. Flash of black screen with white text. You won't believe what happened to the man with 6 houses. When I was admitted, it was meant to be a short recovery stay. A temporary pause. But life had other plans. Suddenly, I was surrounded by quiet corridors, the scent of sterilized halls, and echoes of lives that once ran free but were now confined to routines of care. One man had been there for 6 years. Another hadn't seen his family in almost a decade. I remember thinking, is this what waits for all of us? It hit me, aging doesn't knock. It lets itself in. Now, I need you to stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change how you live today. These aren't just lessons from old age. They are warnings. They are truths we ignore until it's too late. And one of them, most people don't realize it until they've lost everything. Mobility, family, joy. Let me be blunt. The worst disease of old age isn't Alzheimer's, or arthritis, or a failing heart. It's loneliness. You don't see it in test results, but it eats you alive. People in the home weren't crying over their medications. They were crying over being forgotten. There was a woman named Claire. Bright eyes, a gentle voice. She hadn't had a visitor in 3 years. I used to be someone's everything, she whispered once. And now, she's nobody's priority. Pause. Think of one elderly person in your life. Have you called them this month? If not, what's stopping you? Drop their name in the comments and say, I won't forget you. Let's remind the world they're still seen. There was a man there, I'll call him Richard. He once owned 6 properties, 3 cars, and lived between Europe and Hawaii. But now, he couldn't lift a spoon. His nurse had to feed him. He stared out the window for hours, watching leaves dance in the breeze. He once chased the world. Now, the world had passed him by. You know what he told me? I'd give it all back, just to walk without pain. And I believed him. You won't believe what I discovered in his nightstand drawer. It left me speechless. Stick around, I'll reveal it near the end. We spend decades building our homes, buying furniture, collecting stuff. But when I moved into that tiny room, none of it came with me. Not the art, not the leather sofa, not the wine collection. Just a toothbrush, a few clothes, and a framed photo. That's it. And yet, I felt something strange. Relief. Because with less clutter, came more clarity. What's one item in your home you think you couldn't live without? Comment below. I dare you to imagine life without it. You might surprise yourself. There's a moment I'll never forget. I had to press a button so someone could help me use the toilet. That moment broke me. Not because of the task, but because of what it meant. I was no longer independent. You never realize how sacred your freedom is until it's gone. To stand, to drive, to decide. It's a quiet kind of power we hold every day. Until one day, it's taken. Ask yourself, if you lost your independence tomorrow, would you be okay? If the answer is no, then it's time to live like every step still matters. One woman, Margaret, was 85. She smiled constantly, always humming, always kind. I asked her one day, "Why are you so happy?" She said, "Because I count what I have, not what I've lost." She found joy in a warm blanket, a bird on the window, a call from her grandson. It's not the size of your joy, it's your ability to notice it. That was her secret. What if you started keeping a joy journal? Every day, one sentence about something simple that made you smile. Would it change how you see the world? Try it. Tell me your first entry below. One of the heaviest things I saw wasn't the walkers or the oxygen tanks. It was bitterness. People holding on to anger for years, at siblings, at children, at people who had long since died. I asked one man why he never forgave his brother. He said, because he didn't deserve it. But you know what he added? I wish I had. Now it's too late. That's when I knew, forgiveness is not a gift for them, it's freedom for you. Let go. Not because they're right, but because you deserve peace. Is there someone you've been meaning to forgive? No names. Just type, I'm ready. Let this be your moment. One morning, a man who'd shared dinner and laughter with us didn't wake up. Gone. Just like that. No goodbye. No warning. That's when I opened Richard's drawer, the one with 6 homes and no strength left. Inside was a note. If I could start again, I'd stop chasing more. I'd love deeper, laugh louder, and dance without waiting for the right music. It hit me like a punch to the chest. Because most of us are waiting. Waiting for the perfect time to travel. To say, I love you. To forgive. To live. But time isn't waiting for you. If you're still watching, I want you to write one sentence below. I will live fully. Not tomorrow. Not next year. 2 months in a nursing home showed me what decades of working, striving, and achieving never did. That the measure of a life is not in what you build, but in what you feel. That aging isn't scary, wasting time is. And that you don't need more years to have a rich life. You need more presence in the years you already have. So today, choose presence. Call someone you love. Write that letter. Take that walk. Say that, I'm sorry. Start that memory. Because when the final chapter comes, you won't remember your stock portfolio. You'll remember the people you laughed with, the kindness you gave, and the sunsets you didn't rush past. And if you're lucky, you'll leave no regrets behind. If this video moved you, share it with one person who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more life lessons from unexpected places. And remember, live meaningfully, love without hesitation, and never take any day for granted. We only get one shot at this life. Let's not waste it. Watch next, why turning 70 was the best thing that ever happened to me. Comment below, what's the biggest lesson aging has taught you? Your story might inspire someone else.